Yeah, happy Saturday, y'all. We'll kick it for a little bit. How we doing? Previously on Kimba TV. So whether it happens right now or it happens over the weekend, you're still gonna have to navigate through the data. Okay, the prime example I gave earlier was, you know, if this happens and this does this again, and we had identified that level, and this is a bull div, and the CVD hidden bull div is still there, you know, don't be the guy talking about, yo, we got stopped out, Kimba, fuck. I'd be like, yeah, I mean, I got stopped out on the first one, but now my entry is right here. What do you think, Kimba, on the longer time frame? Well, Carsis, it's the weekend, so I don't really do like, let's do some proper higher time frame TA on the weekend. I would say just do the same thing that we always do. Make sure that you know where the smaller time frame value area highs and lows are. Make sure that you have the volume version, the time version. Make sure you know where the bad and the good lows are. Make sure you know where the bad and the good highs are. Pull some fibs. Identify good sweep levels that correspond with good volume spike. And then that's about it. So as we've always said before, if it stays below that blue box on the higher time frame, it's actually bearish. If we get above that blue box on the higher time frame, it's bullish. And so you sprinkle all that shit in, you would start to think, okay, maybe that, or potentially that are all sweep candidates. Oh, thank you, baby. I love you. You know, because then, like, staying above the blue box over the weekend, I don't know if that would be real. And so that would be like a pretty funny debate. You know, so like stopping out any of like the shorters that are actually in the right position during the weekend and then just resuming over, you know, when we open back up next week would be pretty funny. Conceptually, just an idea. We would still need the data to kind of help us out with all of that. Give it up for the open interest lines though. So I would actually see a scenario where this goes back, turns that into support, goes like that, turns that into support, just like how we did here. This was support, lost it, turned it into resistance, lost it. So another possibility on that side. There you go. This is getting a little bit ridiculous though. Like, you know, remember when I was like, would you guys be like, it's almost unbelievable, but we got that long, if you remember. And now I'm in a long from here. Oh man. It's almost like I'm setting myself up to be accused as a paper trader. I can't help myself. I don't know what to do. Maybe I should fuck up the entries just a little bit so it's not so suspicious. Maybe Band-Aid says, yeah, I got wicked out of my long on that one. No way. No way. You know what's funny though, maybe Band-Aid, I don't know if you were here or not, but I specifically talked about a scenario where people would be like, yo, Kimba, we got stopped out. And my joke was like, what do you mean we? Just as a heads up, brother, were these not bad lows? Hey, I swear to God, maybe Band-Aid, I talked about that. And that's why I closed my thang in tiny profit. You know, and even though it made me wait a little bit, like all the math played out. They came and got the bad lows. Remember why I said I put my stop loss where I did? And I was honest and transparent with you guys. I got stopped out on this stupid ass wick. But remember what I said? When it usually gets lower than the 75786, it's very rare that you're gonna leave all that shit behind. So it's rare that you would go below the 75786 and not sweep a bad low. So it's even more rare that you don't sweep the bad low and you make another bad low and you don't sweep that. But it's still probabilities, and lo and behold, I got, do you know what my entry is? Like, ignore the stop loss and profit, okay? Just ignore the stop loss and profit. That's fucked up. I mean, I can understand why, if you're not watching me and you just show up for the streams. What the fuck? He just said he had a long from here and now he has a long from here? No way, fuck that shit, paper trading. What the fuck? He just claimed that he had a long from here and now he has a long from here? No way. Bullshit. Bullshit. No fucking way. Ain't no fucking way he wasn't a long from here and he isn't a long from here. No. That's fake. That's fake. That's for sure fake. Fuck that. No one's that good.
Shout out Kimber.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. Don't be mad at me. Trinkom says, are you not taking any profits? Remember, brother, Trinkom, don't do as I'm doing. Do as I say. So did we not talk about how you should shave a little bit here? You should shave a little bit here. You should shave a little bit here. You should shave a little bit here. Okay, maybe you even shave a little bit here. Conceptually speaking, if you are below this blue zone, it's still bearish. Conceptually speaking, if you're above this blue level, it's bullish. So I just talked about a scenario where theoretically, these people that are in these shorts up here, they're in the right position. How funny would it be to sweep and stop them out, right? Make the retail players think, oh my God, we're actually above the blue line now. Bitch, it's weekend PA. Go fuck yourself. Me personally, I like to give a lot of time for confirmation, and I may stubbornly piss away 30K that maybe you can't afford to lose. So if you watch yesterday's highlights, we kind of already talked about like TP levels and whatnot. So make sure, like, you should already have a plan to execute, and I already have a plan to execute. Do you know that I kind of I was already talking about this on Thursday. Thursday night, I drew this. Thursday night, I drew this. You know, last night, I talked about this. So best believe I already have my TP ideas in mind. Alrighty, and that kind of includes you know, going into the weekend with a more open mind and not being so critical about, oh my God, my P&L is going down. Oh my God, my P&L is going up. So I haven't taken any profits yet, but if you know me, I am almost stubbornly patient. But should you have TP'd a little bit at that blue box? 100%, and I hope you know that. There's no like, oh, he hasn't taken any TP, so I'm not going to. You're gonna get yourself fucked if you do that. Hopefully nobody is that lazy. Okay, but anyways, you guys good? But yeah, no, I haven't TP'd at all, but I'm sticking to my plan. Okay, but does the book say that you should have TP'd a little bit? Yeah. Trinkum says I took some profits at around the 0.5. Was that bad? Hell no. Why would it be bad? There's never anything, there's never a time taking TP is wrong, brother. But anyways, yeah, how we doing? Let's see. I'm hoping that I'm streaming at a good time and not just some random time. I mean, there's always like a reason to my madness. If we weren't at the blue box, I probably wouldn't be streaming right now. Let's be real. It's this where I'm not just randomly streaming. So, if I was gonna just be setting up the back cam, I probably wouldn't be streaming. But since I am gonna be looking at the charts because we're at the blue box, that's why I'm streaming. So let's see what the reaction is like. We're all looking at the data, right? So nobody asked for EXO yet, but here's EXO. So do you understand that the previous day value area high, the 66380, right around, I mean here, let's do the reverse fib. And then after the reverse fib, I'm gonna go Latuche, motherfucker, the math is the math. How you guys doing though? Happy Saturday. I don't want you guys to get too stressed out over like weekend TA. There you go. So, I mean, I could see a brrrah, just like how we poke through right there. Sweep that hoe. You know, maybe do this. Oh my God, that would be kind of nice. Another failed auction. You know, but you never know. I would just think, based off of what I've seen many times before, is that you can't trust the weekend volume. And so you certainly probably wouldn't want to trust any sort of structure. And so how funny would it be to like get bulls to think, oh shit, it's turning that bitch into support. You know, maybe even get a whole bunch of longs kind of trapped on this move. And then as it pulls back, you don't see any of them closing. And then, I don't know. But that's just one type of play. We'll see. We'll see. I just want to know what what's going to happen. We have single prints to the downside, and so retesting, claiming that, clean that up, 0.5, and then try to go and break is possible too. You know, obviously, if you save that, then the higher that you go, that looks more grabbable. Schwiggity, schwaggity, schwaggity, schwiggity. Let's get nasty. You guys good? Happy Saturday, y'all. So, you know, how funny would it be if it does this shit over the weekend, stops out the late shorters, alrighty? We go all the way back to like the golden pocket, CME, okay? No gap open, all right? Everybody that was in a short is like, fuck, man. You know, and then S&P gap fills. And then we go. Hugh Hunt says, are those bad lows behind the 382? Yes. Here? Yes, it is. I don't know if you saw, but like that would kind of annoy the shit out of me. There's also a scenario too, Hugh Hunt, where it's going to do this. Have you seen that before? I know you've seen that before. There's been a couple times where I was like, yeah. I have limits right here, and then it leaves me. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? It makes another higher low. You know what I'm talking about? There's been a couple like streams and whatnots where like I was like, yo, let's get those bad lows, and it does some goofy shit like this. So that's what I would keep in mind, for example, brother, as I anticipate if I need to stop out my thang or not. See, Hugh Hunt, that's the difference. Like some people, they'll hear me say, okay, he said he's going to start stopping out behind the 382, right? And they'll just literally go like this, you know? You will know, and you know that I know that those are bad lows. So worst case scenario, it grabs all of them and goes. Okay, best case scenario for me, it actually just taps the naked point of control and it continues to make a higher low, right? And so that's how sometimes I might be like, yeah, I'm gonna start shaving behind the 382, and then it'll do this, and then people will be like, what? I thought you said, why didn't you shave any? Are you not looking at the same shit I'm looking at? But there you go. Yeah. So I'm gonna be factoring all that shit in. You know, when I'm thinking about closing out and starting to shave behind the 382. So yeah, I would love that goofy ass scenario where it keeps all the bad lows intact, doesn't shave it, grabs the MPOC and then goes. That would be nice. Cause then I don't have to get stopped out. You know, but if we're going to do something like this, bitch, let's grab all of them. You see what I see? So the good news is we have all this time to prepare. And we all know I know exactly what my entry is, and I know exactly what my realized P&L would be if I close everything here, if I close everything here, if I close everything here. And I just have to be okay with all scenarios. So if this does happen, then I'm not sitting there thinking about, fuck, I can't believe it did that. I'm on to the next one. But this is what you got to enjoy about this trading thing, y'all. You got to love this shit. You never really know, you know, you just got to do your best and take shots. EV Pause says, you know what's crazy? Those bad lows is golden pause. Yeah, I know. We just saw it. Yeah. So everybody man the fuck up right now and figure out what you want to do. If you're in a long, or maybe you're juicing the fuck up on a short right now from the golden pocket. Maybe you're in like a little hedge scalp short. All of those levels that we talked about to the downside would be applicable for you as well. Okay. Got to fix a couple focusing things. But we getting that nasty Bugatti. Okay. Schwiggity, schwaggity, schwaggity, schwiggity. Cheers. Gekka says, I believe all the things you say, dude. No, it's not, Gekkas. I don't want you to believe everything that I say. In fact, it's the contrary. Okay? I always say, don't take my word for it. Always see if you can see it. It's rare that I will express like a blatant personal opinion. The only thing that I try to do is remind y'all what we've seen together many times. You know what I mean? And it's rare that I'm doing something outside of the realm of the highest probabilities. Alrighty, so what I would recommend you do is, I don't want you to believe me just on face value, okay? But first things first, everything that I do and any sort of trade that I'm gonna execute, I'm not just doing it for the spur of the moment type of shit. It's planned out hours and days, if not weeks in advance, okay? So what I want you to do, Gekkas, is to understand that this long here started Thursday. Okay, so I want you, if you have a chance, to watch the Thursday highlights. Okay, and don't just skip to the moment where I'm talking about it. Watch the whole thing so you can see how I'm interpreting the breaking of the blue box, how I identified the blue box, why that's an important level, why I might think it might bounce from here. You see this TPO point of control? You see this yellow line? It's this. Right here. This yellow line right here is this, what we talked about. Okay, on Thursday morning. Okay, this is what we talked about Thursday morning. And we started planning about it. You see this structure that we do? That's a historical relevant pattern. Okay? Do you see what it did here? Do you see this? Thursday, we talked about this. Thursday morning, okay? Friday, with more new data, okay, we started talking about this. Okay? Listen to what I said. Ricky, shout out Ricky. All right, y'all. Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, Bears, we're all Lions. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. You guys are the fucking best. Market makers, I'm leaving. Go ahead and do your thing. Sato, tell them what happens if they don't use stop loss. He said he's going to smack the shit out of you. Stay safe, ladies and gentlemen. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. See you guys Monday, bright and early, pre-market. Let's get nasty. Peace, everybody.